Good evening, friends. Welcome back to the learning series. So, today we are going to see something called as very peculiar, that is successful failure. So, what is meant by successful failure and why, how, and why this happens? How the success became a failure? In which case it happened? It happened with IVF. So, now we are going to see in IVF why it is not successful for everyone, those who are doing IVF, and why it is failing for people, those who are spending money, and then also they are not able to success with the babies. Before going that, we will try to understand what actually happened in IVF. In IVF, this is happening in the lab, and what we are doing actually, this is the egg of a female, and that will be captured by a specific equipment, and through an injection needle form the sperm will be injected directly into the egg. So like this they will select few good eggs and few good sperm, and then they will inject it, and then they will transfer into the uterus. So they will do like this for more than 3 4 batches, more than 3 4 sets cells, and then they will insert into the uterus. In that maybe two or three or sometimes one may be successful. So when it go two we call as twins, and when it goes three we call as triplets. So what is important for here to get fertilized? The role of male is obviously very less compared to a female, because male has to give only the sperm, right? And whereas female has to take care of the entire cycle, from the formation of egg and fertilizing that egg and implanting the egg in the uterus, and then gestation, and then managing the two hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone. Many of the IVF failure happened because of this imbalance between these two hormones only. Who will go for IVF? That infertility will be classified into two types. The first type is called as primary infertility, and second type is called as secondary infertility. In case of primary infertility, the husband and wife may be married and they are trying more than 1 year and they are not even conceived, right? Then it is called as primary infertility. Whereas secondary infertility may be they may have first baby, or they may have the formation of baby, but after that it underwent continuous miscarriage more than 3 times. Then they are called as secondary infertility. So those who can't able to conceive naturally has to go for IVF. So definitely they may have some bad stories or some bad memories of them, which always comes whenever they are going for a IVF or IUI or any other fertilization procedure. So now what is the how the process of fertilization happens? It first step is intercourse. The male and female has to go for intercourse on a particular day. I will tell what is the day, and then they have to wait for the success rate. And second thing, the male ejaculate the sperm inside the vagina. When he ejaculate the sperm inside the vagina, and if it is not creating any unwanted things to the vagina of female, then it is okay, it's a good sperm. But if it produces irritation, acidity, acidic in nature, then the sperm is not healthy sperm. And then the sperm, you are seeing in the right hand side, the animation, the sperm will enter into the egg, and the egg will get converted into the baby, and the baby will be delivered within the 10 months, right? So this is the way the normal regular natural fertilization happens in between male and female, right? So now, just now I told what is primary infertility and what is secondary infertility. Now what I told, the success depends upon the hormones, right? What are those hormones and how they play an important role? To understand this, first we should know about what is menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is a regular process which happens for every 28 days for every female after they attend the aging process, right? The first 5 days the blood loss will happen, that we called as endometrium shed. So how much it is shedding? Almost 80 ml per periods. That means if the 1 month, total 1 month, the total loss of blood will be 80 ml. And then after that, the egg will fertilize from the ovum, and then it will start through the fallopian tube. It will start traveling through the fallopian tube. On 12th to 14th day, it will reach the fallopian tube, and that time when you are having an intercourse with your partner, the chances are very high. So how we will come to know that the egg is fertilized? The female will get pain in maybe on both the side or any one side of the uh, reproductive system. Particularly in the hip area, they can able to say that they got a pain. So the pain indicates that the egg fertilized and moving towards the fallopian tube. And then if they made successful and they converted into a zygote or a baby, they will come and sit in your uterus, in the female uterus, in between that 15th to 23rd day. If it sit on the uterus, then only it will convert into baby. If it sit anywhere else, maybe in the fallopian tube or maybe in the cervix, then it will not get converted into baby. It will get automatically miscarriage. It will get automatically come out. Right? In during this period, estrogen level will be more, means they will get menstrual cycle. Again, I am repeating, estrogen level is more means they will get menstrual cycle. Whereas progesterone level is more means the sperm and the egg which get converted into zygote will get converted into baby. And the progesterone level has to be maintained high for the first 10 weeks. Then only you will be get a successful baby. So almost for the first 3 months, you have to keep yourself calm, quiet and happy. I know that the secondary infertility is the cause of some loss which already happened, and they have already the bad memories. Why it failed? Because these bad memories are carried by the mother every time. So the mother has the imagination, okay, what will happen again? This baby will also be born like the previous baby. Then automatically the progesterone level will go down and estrogen level will get increased. So automatically now what will happen? Instead of converting into a baby, this baby formation will be stopped and it will become miscarriage. So which hormone is maintaining the balance? Progesterone. And how to maintain the balance of progesterone in female? Making them happy. And how to avoid that? The female has to avoid thinking of previous story. Yes, previous story happen means happen. It is not going to be it is not going to vanish from your life even if you are doing whatever it is. So if you want to, yes, you want to be a successful mother, you have to forget what happened in the previous days. Instead of that, you have to think about good, and you have to pray yourself, and you have to keep concentration on the things what you like more. So automatically your progesterone level will get increased, and the chances of being a mother will be more. And how long this progesterone is needed? The progesterone is needed for just for a first 10 weeks. After that, your body yourself will manage how to take what hormone to be taken and how to consume that. Everything will happen automatically. So the successful is in lab, the sperm and egg is successfully injected. The failure is when it transfer into the uterus, the mother imagination towards the previous unwanted stories makes the progesterone level low, and because of lower of the progesterone level, the baby will die. Always keep this in mind. Being happy and avoiding overthinking will keep the success rate more than that of whatever the medicine you are taking. To be a successful, as I told, to be a successful natural way you want to baby, then you have to go for 12th to 14th day of follicular phase, when the egg rupture and travels in the fallopian tube. So if you are keeping sex on during that 12th to 14th day of the menstrual cycle, or your partner gets pain, then the success rate will be more. Yes, it is difficult to forget those things, whatever happens in our life. But if you are not able to forget this, then you can't able to be successful mother, because The successful mother need high amount of progesterone. You can't get even through medicine or whatever it is unless otherwise you are not keeping yourself happy. First and foremost thing is keep yourself happy and pray God and think that you are going to be a successful mother. Automatically everything will be success. Even if you do IUI or even if you do IVF, the main thing what you have to concentrate more is a mother has to keep herself happy because it is secondary infertility. The major role is played by a mother. And what are the other reasons for the failure? Other reasons are materials only, like 40 plus age, ovarian response, egg quality. But I can say only one thing: in case if you are not happy yourself, making yourself happy, your success rate is going to be down only because you can able to see many IVF partners, those who are 60 plus, also able to conceive at the age of 60 plus or 50 plus also, and that is happening. For that, only one thing is needed. That is one is faith, and another one is your happiness. So if you are not being a successful couple, happy couple, you can't be a successful parent. So the major role played by a mother always has to be happy during, after, and before the IVF cycle. So if this happens, you will become a successful partner. Our wishes and prayers for you to be a successful parents. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.